something like this, or allowing yourself to be guided and working with the universe, or all of the above. And one of the blessings is like a true friendship, like you know how like some people say, oh yeah, that's my best friend, and it's like everybody's their best friend. It's not that. This is like this is the kind of friendship that like, if you only had this friend and you never spoke to anyone else, that'd be fine. Yeah. So that's awesome. Okay, like what's going on? What do we need to know? Spirit. What is this good energy? Happy Scorpio season, y'all. Okay. Okay, possibilities in reverse. No more risks, no more possibilities, no more adventures, no more roaming aimlessly. I feel like something's not a possibility because it's a certainty. Yeah, look, realizations. Look, you can't make it up, yo. Epiphany, understanding, awakening. My goodness. Different deck, three different decks. There's no mistaking this. Thanks so much for the roses, y'all. I appreciate you. Dude, something is happening. Something's like amazing. Something is like a volt. It's like high voltage emotions. There's like somebody, it's almost like somebody was resuscitated from the dead. Like, picture somebody just kind of being depressed, you know. So the skies are kind of gray all the time. There's really no energy, right? And then it's like somebody gets those paddles, and then all of a sudden it's like they wake up, their eyes go wide, and it's like they're alive for the first time in a while, because they realized something, or maybe they got a download, or maybe they realized what they have to do, or maybe they finally found the courage. I don't know. Maybe they finally got access to like understanding something, or an emotion, or spoon in reverse. That reminds me of my ex told me about this theory called the spoon theory. It's like you only get a certain amount of spoons in a day, so you have to take each spoon and designate it for, you know, each thing, to organize your energy so that it's not wasted, so that it's efficient, so that you don't overdo it either. That could be significant for somebody. Yeah, the celebration's over here, but I feel like this is good. Somebody realizes that they don't want to that there's nothing to celebrate here, that this isn't where the party's at. And maybe it is where the party has been at, but it's not where the party's at. You know what I'm saying? Somebody hasn't been feeding their soul. They're realizing this. Maybe they're distinguishing the difference. This is soul activation, y'all. I'm telling you. Somebody here was in sorrow because they were avoiding an emotional storm. But I feel like this is one of those things where they needed to feel. They needed to grieve. They needed to face feelings. They needed to assess them. They needed to sit with them and move through those feelings. Now I feel like this person realizes, damn, I should have done, like, I've wasted so much time only to realize something. But that's the thing. You haven't wasted any time. It's all in divine timing. Like, usually the way spirit works, y'all, they can't give you everything in one full blast, usually. Like, it has to be when you're ready. Otherwise, it's not going to work. You have to be in alignment or you know, starting to be. It's like things will start making sense when you're heading the right direction or when you have the correct thought. It's like if you pay attention and you continue with that, you'll see that it'll continue being that way. So, yeah, somebody here is getting off the Ferris wheel. So somebody was going round and round. Something was like, yeah. Good wasn't coming because somebody here kept going around and around in circles. And it was like they forgot to look at the view because they've been there so many times. So I feel like somebody here I feel like it's because somebody here has been asleep, like soul-wise, like not feeding their soul. They took everything for granted, or they stopped paying attention, or maybe like they got in this funk of pessimism or something, or just avoidance, or disbelief that anything could change or be better, or that, you know, yeah, somebody doesn't need a higher view. The view that they needed was their third eye view. The view that they needed was inner. Somebody, like I just said, yeah, somebody wasn't seeing how beautiful life is. This was a short-lived depression, though. Now it's like a blank canvas with all these makeup palettes, and you get to be an artist. You can do whatever you want and explore. But it's like these makeup palettes are from the universe, so they have magic in them, like the colors. It's like they come to life. It's not makeup, you know, aesthetic. It's like creative. It's like self-discovery, exploring, feeling safe to try, to self-actualize, to have the motivation to. Somebody's understanding something now. Yeah. Somebody could have been avoiding conflict because they were in pain. They could have been in sorrow because they were avoiding emotional storms. So it's like they weren't allowing themselves to feel. So anytime any feeling got intense because it didn't feel safe to feel, they would grayscale shit or avoid. And that was the opposite of what they should be doing. But they were too afraid. They didn't have access. They didn't realize something. They thought something that wasn't feeding their soul. That took the colors away. But this is amazing because it doesn't have to be like that anymore. Yeah, I feel like somebody here was like, one day I'll heal. But they weren't doing anything to heal. They weren't like realizing something. They were doing all the things to avoid that and calling it healing. Not realizing that they were depressed. Really? And then it's like they're realizing, holy shit, like, yeah, somebody wasn't making healthy choices because of their family. They were doing something over like either they were neglecting or they were overindulging. Like there wasn't balance here. Yeah, like somebody here was stupid or stupefied because of their family. Ooh, that sucks. So yeah, that explains why somebody's so avoidant. Maybe they never grew up in an environment where it felt safe to have emotions, to express themselves. But maybe since somebody met a certain person that has been part of their journey to guide them, like maybe somebody plays a huge role for somebody, and you know, that's God working through them. They're realizing is like everything that this is like unwiring, unconditioning energy, but in the best way. So, although there is a pain attached to it, it doesn't need to be that way moving forward. Somebody's got to go to the barber and cut off, you know, cut off what needs to be cut off, line that shit up, freshen up, y'all. It's a new day. It's a new era. This is a revelation. It comes with blessings. That's cool. All right, let's see. What's happening? Really cool stuff. I'm assuming the family's not going to be happy about this. Because, you know, families that are like this, they like control more than love or emotions. Yeah. I feel like it's not one day anymore. I feel like today is the day. And every day moving forward. You've already lost enough days. Stalling, avoiding, you know, living for other people, not yourself. Being in a funk, being stuck, complacent. Yeah. It's a new era or something here. That's pretty cool. The color pink could be significant. I feel like there's a lot of love attached to this, whether it's platonic, love, romantic love, whatever it is, there's love all over it. And I feel like somebody couldn't appreciate a friendship until this revelation. Okay? And yeah. I feel like this kind of friendship is going to really clear the fog with all of the other fake friendships. You know what I mean? Like people who this person might have thought was their friend, their friends, maybe even their whole lives. It's like, nah. This is your best friend. They see through things that you don't. Maybe somebody's spiritual. Huh. Alright, so let's see y'all. I'm excited. This is good. Good vibes. Alright, what's up, soul family? Pretty sure never talking. That's if I am pretty sure. Okay. What is the overall energy with the tarot? Please. Yeah, balance. Two of Pentacles reveals the past and the future, reconciles friends and enemies. This is balance. Three of Swords in reverse is healing. For somebody that's been living life empty, on empty, masking, just shape-shifting. Shape-shifting on fumes, y'all. There's balance here and healing here. This is a blessing. This is going to come with more blessings. This is just the start. Okay. So the worst is over. And let the good stuff begin. You just got to be brave. So I cut the deck. And like the first thing I saw was somebody was really quick to like dismiss like higher level commitment or wise counsel or spiritual progress. They were quick to do that before, but I feel like there's an Ace of Pentacles energy here. Like a whole new world can open. Yeah. Somebody wastes their time doing something very fleeting, like because of fear. Something was very lackluster and uninspiring. Okay, let's see. Yeah. The fail was Ace of Cups in reverse. Somebody was suffering, but they didn't know why or how to access or how to release. Somebody was sad. They were lonely. They weren't emotionally nourished, but they also didn't know how to emotionally understand or fix or express or relieve. You know, sometimes depression doesn't present as like, you know, the Prozac commercials, y'all, where you're staring out the window, crying. It you know, depression presents as all different kinds of ways. Like, sometimes the person that's depressed doesn't really even realize that they're depressed because they don't technically feel depressed. They don't feel sad, or they don't connect the two. But that doesn't mean that somebody hasn't been depressed for years even. You know, like... Yeah, coming my way. Unique opportunities. So something is very unique. Something is very unique. And I feel like somebody's learning something about the heart, emotions, connection, deeper. Somebody was wasting their time showing love to a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Because this is somebody who doesn't value love. And this is somebody who's not going to teach you how to lead either. And they're not going to be focused on anything that feeds the soul. That's why somebody's been so indecisive, because maybe their strongest connection is a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? You know, this is somebody who can act like a sweetheart, you know, like, but it doesn't really mean that they are, and it doesn't, you don't know what their intentions are really. Yeah. Yeah, see, somebody sees somebody as their happiness. They see now something is being loud and clear illuminated, y'all. Somebody could be realizing a lot about themselves too. Like, maybe somebody didn't have any self-awareness because it's like the people around them don't either, and they don't care. They're focused on things that don't feed the soul. And that's why somebody, yeah, look, 3 of Cups in reverse. Bad influences. Like, harmful people. Complainers. People that overindulge. People that aren't fertile. Take it as it resonates. So they don't, you know, explore really and create. Or when they do, they stop midway through. They don't finish it. Or they easily get distracted by the easier path that seems like it might come with more benefit. You know, stuff like that. So somebody's realizing something about their tribe, about their family. Okay, Holy Spirit, holy angels, archangels, ancestors, and Most High, calling on you to channel your ancient wisdom, your guiding light, your strength, your clarity. with intention towards our blessed North Node. Oops. Please help me bring forth the most important messages for this